Delayed gratification, people, is the secret sauce to success. Every successful person had to make sacrifices, had to invest their time, their money, their resources, their energy so they can be able to grow what they have today. Delayed gratification is about resisting the temptation of an immediate reward in favor of a better reward down the road. A reward that has a better outcome and more meaningful and more beneficial to your well-being. Delayed gratification is all about delaying your gratification, or in other words, delaying the reward. Delaying feeling good for the future. Okay, investing your time and efforts for later. Sacrificing your moment for tomorrow. Fully connected. Welcome back to the Fully Connected podcast. I am your host, Chris Jones, and I'm a licensed therapist. Today we're going to talk about delayed gratification and instant gratification. What does instant gratification means and what does delayed gratification mean? Instant gratification is about the immediate desire to fulfill a need or a want right in the moment without any delay, without any thought about the long-term consequences. Instant gratification means you like to do things that feel good in the moment. You're not really too worried about tomorrow, next year, next week. You're worried about today and you're trying to feel good instantly. Delayed gratification is about resisting the temptation of an immediate reward in favor of a better reward down the road. Okay, a reward that has a better outcome and more meaningful and more beneficial to your well-being. Delayed gratification is all about delaying your gratification, or in other words, delaying the reward. Delaying feeling good for the future. Okay, investing your time and efforts for later. Sacrificing your moment for tomorrow. Okay, delayed gratification, people, is the secret sauce to success. Every successful person had to make sacrifices, had to invest their time, their money, their resources, their energy so they can be able to grow what they have today. Now, when we look at this from a development standpoint, kids really struggle with delaying their gratification. Being a parent, you really want to make sure that you are able to teach your kids to delay their gratification, because maturity is all about someone who can delay their gratification. People who cannot delay their gratification and who are always living in the moment, doing what they want, when they feel like it, are childish. Okay, being a child means that you cannot delay your gratification and you want that cookie before dinner. If you learn how to be able to delay your gratification in life, you will have more rewards later down the road. A lot of people are stuck in this instant gratification because they're stuck in survival mode. And they may be stuck in survival mode because of financial issues, because of trauma, anxiety, you name it. But regardless, we have to be able to figure out how to start delaying our gratification, because if not, we're always going to be living in the moment and we're always going to be stressed. Okay, nobody's coming to save you but yourself. Start making sacrifices today so you can be able to have more of a reward later in your future. When you look at a garden, you can see a garden's not built overnight. It takes time. It takes time for you to be able to invest into the garden, and it takes patience. People who struggle to delay their gratification have issues with waiting, have issues with patience. They're usually impatient. Okay, you have to be more patient to be able to go on this path. And this path we're talking about right here is a difficult path, because what delayed gratification really is sacrificing your moment so then something later in the future can feel better. Instant gratification is all about doing what feels good in the moment. Delayed gratification is all about doing what feels good later. Okay, you want to do what feels good later, because most things in life that happen quick are usually not good for you. All right, we can look at this when it comes to fast food, fast women, you name it. Things that are fast, 9 out of 10, they're usually not good for you, and you need to be skeptical about it. Okay, we now live in this society where everything is fast, everybody wants our attention, and there's so many distractions. You can even look at the app Instagram. It's very similar to instant gratification because you can instantly get gratification and a reward, whether it be a notification or via direct message. Okay, it's really important for us to be able to delay our gratification, because once we are able to delay our gratification, we can be able to start planting the seeds with the hopes and the intentions that whatever we plant today, something better will grow tomorrow. People who cannot understand this concept, once again, are stuck in this survival mode. They're living day by day, check by check. And if you live like that, if you have that mindset of always living in the moment, you will be destructive to your future. If you're always living in the moment, that is detrimental to your future. You have to plan, you have to prepare for the future. The future is coming. And are you prepared? If you're not prepared, well, you need to be. Delayed gratification will be very difficult for you to do if you cannot be able to envision the future. If you cannot be able to see what you're doing today and how that will reward you later in life, whichever sacrifice that is that you're making today, you're not going to be able to have the patience to wait for tomorrow. There was a study in the 70s called the Stanford Marshmallow Experiment. And what they did in this study is they brought a kid into a room, and they told this kid that you can have one marshmallow, okay? You can have one marshmallow right now. Or if you wait 30 minutes, you can have two marshmallows. Usually what happened when the person that was conducting the experiment, they would walk out of the room, and the kid either would eat the marshmallow, or the kids that have more ability to delay their gratification, they would wait so then they can be able to get two marshmallows when the guy came back into the room. This is an example of delayed gratification. If you wait, the reward will be bigger. The reward would multiply. You can see this when it comes to investing. This is how people become wealthy. It's because they wait. They're thinking years and years down the road so they can be able to prepare. All right? If you're stuck in your feelings all the time, it's going to be very hard for you to be able to delay your gratification. This is simply because you're letting your feelings drive your actions. Delayed gratification is really about letting your mind drive your decisions rather than your feelings. You're putting your feelings in the back seat. A lot of people can't put their feelings in the back seat because of how they were raised. Some people were raised when you get your check, you spend it. And maybe because they never had this amount of money or whatnot, or maybe they never seen somebody invest their earnings or whatever it might be. You can be able to delay your gratification when it comes to anything. When it comes to diet, it's about delaying your gratification if you want to be healthy. Okay, eating the dessert after the broccoli. Okay, not eating the dessert before dinner. Instant gratification is eating the dessert before dinner. Delayed gratification is eating the dessert after dinner, or better yet, a week after dinner. Okay, religion, especially in Christianity, is the ultimate delayed gratification. Sacrifice all your wants and desires for later, and that later is when you die, when you go to heaven. You'll have a whole lot more. You'll have eternity, right? That's the ultimate delayed gratification that Christians believe. If you sacrifice your desires of the flesh and of the world, you can be able to have a greater reward when you die and go to heaven. Okay, that is an example of delayed gratification at its best. So at the end of the day, why this is so important? This is so important because if you're trying to be able to become your greatest version, you are going to need to be able to delay your gratification. You will not be able to reach your potential if you're always living in the moment, not preparing for tomorrow. But really, at the end of the day, you want to live in the moment and the past and the future all simultaneously. So you don't make any bad decisions. You're able to remember what happened in the past. You're preparing for the future. But at the same time, you're able to enjoy the moment. People who are living in the moment and not thinking about the future or the past, they are reckless, they are impulsive, and they make bad decisions. And you need to stay the heck away from them, because if you hang around these kind of folks, it is going to be harder for you to delay your gratification, because you will always be tempted by things that gravitate to you, that are emotional and that have these feelings. As human beings, we have these feelings, but it's important for us to keep our feelings in place. It's important for us to manage our feelings, right? I really honestly believe that we cannot control our feelings as much as we can be able to manage our feelings. It's a lot easier for us as humans to manage our feelings versus to control them. Okay, you will not be able to delay your gratification if you cannot manage your emotional state. A lot of people are physically older, but emotionally they're still immature. And this is why you see people in their 30s who struggle to delay their gratification. Maturity is all about delayed gratification. The better you can delay your gratification, the more mature you can be, and you have the potential to be more successful, okay? Once again, you don't want to be like a child. A child struggles with delayed gratification, and an adult knows how to delay their gratification. For example, an adult can go to work, wait 2 weeks, and get their reward of a check. A child goes to work, if they were to, and they would want their check immediately right there on the spot, day one. They don't know how to wait, and that's okay because they're a child. The problem becomes and arises when there's an adult who cannot delay their gratification, and at times that can be very dangerous in some situations. All right. For us to be able to be the healthy individual that we imagine and that we wish to be in 2024, it's important for us to be able to delay our gratification. All right. So this is going to be it for this video. Make sure you go to fullyconnectedcounseling.com. Like, share, subscribe, comment below on what you would like for us to talk about in the next video. Until then, we will see you later. Peace. Take care.